Guys, welcome back to my bubble, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys 10 with an honorary mention warm and cozy and delicious fragrances in my collection. These are perfect for the weather, for the chilly, cool, brisk fall days. If you guys are interested in this video, just keep on watching. So the first one that I have is Horchata de Vanille, and this is by Spinx Fragrances. You guys, this is so delicious. Okay, now if you've ever had an horchata drink, then you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. If you've had horchata and you like horchata, you're gonna love this one because this smells very similar to an horchata drink. If you don't know what an horchata drink is, I believe is an oatmeal drink with like rice water and sugar and lots of cinnamon. It is so good. Now this one reminds me a lot of the drink, but it's more cinnamony. It's more cinnamony. I do not recommend blind buying this one because not everyone might like it. It's very cinnamony to the point where it comes off as a fall candle. And I know some people don't like that. I personally enjoy those. I don't mind them at all. But if you're not into that, I just recommend you getting a sample before getting this one because they are pretty pricey. But this is still so good. It's very cinnamony. I do get a little bit of that rice. And it's a bit like milky towards the dry down because when initial spray, all you get is like that blast of cinnamon. But the dry down is the best part. The dry down is a more realistic horchata drink. So delicious, so good. I get the rice. Like I said, cinnamon heavy, the lactonicness, the milkiness, vanilla. It's so good. This is definitely a gourmand lover's dream. Horchata de Vanille by Spinx Fragrances. Another one by Spinx Fragrances, it is Creme De Pistache. Now this, you guys, so good. I have read so many reviews on this one, and a lot of people for some reason don't like it. They like have really negative things to say about this perfume, and I just don't get it. I don't understand. This is so good. Just like horchata, this is another one that leans more on the candle-like side because it's very spicy. It's very cinnamony. Yeah, it's definitely like a fall candle vibe that it gives off. But in my opinion, I feel that this is a very realistic pistachio scent because although it's a little bit sweet, it's also like salty. Yes, like I get the saltiness that you get from a real pistachio. This is so good. You get the sweetness from the ice cream note that's in here. You get that pistachio note, like the saltiness, the nutty saltiness of a pistachio. This is so good. This is so good. And the best thing about it, you guys, is it lasts an eternity. It lasts an eternity. It's so delicious. I just don't understand why anybody wouldn't like this. Like, if you're a gourmand lover, this is for you. This is delicious. This is nutty, it's salty, it's sweet, it's edible. It's a true gourmand. It's a true gourmand. Creme de Pistache by Spinx Fragrances. Next up, we have one that is really new to my collection, and I was actually after this one for a really long time. Milano Fragranze, and it is Panettone. Now, if you don't know what a panettone is, it's a candied fruit cake pretty much, but it's really panettone. My family and I love eating panettone for the holidays, like for Christmas and stuff like that. I'll insert a picture here if you guys don't know what it is. It's just pretty much a fruit cake. It's a cake with like candied fruits inside, and it is so delicious. Like, I like to eat, I'm such a foodie, I like to eat it with hot chocolate, and you just take a nice chunk of the cake and you dip it in the hot chocolate and you eat it. So yeah, so delicious. Definitely check it out for these holiday seasons with your family. Like 10/10 recommend. Anyways, this fragrance, you guys, it's giving everything it's supposed to give. This smells like a panettone to me, and it's so crazy because the notes in this perfume, there are no fruity notes, like none whatsoever. Oh, this is so good. It's not bready. Like, it's a gourmand scent, but it's not like on the bready side. I definitely get the sweet fruitiness of a panettone, but it's also mixed in with the rum note that's in here, giving it a really boozy vibe. It's so delicious. You smell this and you will think of Christmas. You will think of Christmas, the holidays, cozy, warm, a little bit spicy. This is so good. Now, it is very strong. Like, I haven't worn it outside or anything. Like I said, this is fairly new to my collection. I sprayed it on my wrist when I first got it and it almost choked me out, you guys. It's really strong, so go lightly when you're spraying this if you have it or if you plan to buy it, which I highly recommend you do, because it is so good, so delicious. It's a perfect must-have for the holiday seasons if you're a gourmand lover like myself. Now, it is gourmand o'clock with this next one, you guys. Now, Trussardi outdid themselves when they came out with this perfume. And it is Levi de Milano. Sorry if I pronounce this incorrectly. Passeggiata in Galleria. Passeggiata in Galleria. Vittorio Emanuele. This one, you guys. This is delicious. This is a dream. This is creamy. This is hazelnutty. This is chocolatey. This is so good. It is such a true gourmand. This smells like a sweet, creamy hazelnut spread, milky coconut, syrupy, coffee, chocolatey, tuberose type of fragrance. Yes, I said it. Tuberose. This is your sweet floral gourmand. Okay, this just, it's like magic. I remember when I first wore this, you guys, I was just like appalled because the way that this transformed on my skin, it was just amazing. Like, the dry down is like the best part. It literally reminded me of a white flour just dipped in some type of gourmand ooey gooey syrupy sauce. Amazing, because you get both the gourmand that's in this fragrance along with the flower, the tuberose, the white florals that are in this fragrance. It's amazing. It's just amazing how they did this, and it's so surprising to me that not a lot of people speak about this perfume. It is a gem. It is a gem. It is a must-have for the fall. It is a very unique, smooth, cozy fragrance, you guys. I guarantee you, you wear this, nobody will be smelling like you. Nobody, okay? And this is Trussardi. Let's try it again. Levi de Milano, Passeggiata in Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. Got it? Got it. Next up, we have the Merchant of Venice, and it is Andalusian Soul. Now, this fragrance, you guys, it's such an interesting scent. It's so woody when you first spray it. Although there are no woods in here, it's giving me heavy woody vibes. It's like a boozy, woody, vanilla type of scent. Very warm and cozy and a little bit heavy, I must admit. Warm, cozy, ambery, woody, vanillic, a little bit sweet, definitely cozy and boozy. There is a rum note in here. It's like boozy and spicy all at the same time. I do get a lot of the sweetness from the vanilla. It is such a good fragrance, you guys, and it lasts so long. I remember when I first wore this, I think I only wore it once, and you guys, it lasted like 2 to 3 days on my clothes. Amazing longevity, this fragrance. So good. It's such a gem. I don't hear many people talking about this one as well, but definitely check it out if you love your vanilla scents, if you love warm and cozy and sweet, a bit strong, I'ma say, but if you love these kinds of scents, definitely check Andalusian Soul out by the Merchant of Venus. A must-have for the fall and the winter time, but for the fall preferably. This next one is Masque de Milano, Madeline. Now, this fragrance, you guys, I think I have like a love-hate relationship with this one, because this literally initial spray is like a smack of dry chestnuts. That's literally what I get. It's like such a dry fragrance. All you get, that initial spray, is just chestnut. Dry, like choking chestnut. Very, very interesting. Like, I just, it's like such a realistic sense. Like, how do they ever think of putting that in this little bottle? Now, the dry down turns into something a bit more sweeter, a little bit even like creamy and kind of like tonic and smooth. Like I said, with a little bit of sweetness, that chestnut is still there lingering, but a very, very interesting gourmand. I feel that if you layer this with something more sweeter, I would say it would be a much better fragrance, just because it's so strong on the chestnut, on the dryness, on the like earthiness. It's literally like picking up chestnuts off of the ground. Like, that's literally what I get. But again, the best part about this fragrance is the dry down. It turns into something a bit more sweeter, not too sweet, a bit more lactonic and smooth and creamy. Very, very gourmand. A true gourmand. This is another fragrance that is not for everyone. This is another one that's one of those kind of like candle-like type of fragrance. Very strong, very heady. Like I said, it's a smack of chestnuts to the face. So definitely get a sample of this one before purchasing it. Like you see, I don't really reach for it just because it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard reaching for this one. But I'm going to try to do so this fall. I promise. This next one is Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy. This is literally a hug given to you by your grandmother. Like, it literally smells, to me, it smells like graham crackers. This has vanilla. I believe it has sandalwood and coconut. It's just very soft, very light. It's a light and airy gourmand. It's nothing heavy, nothing heady, nothing bready. Just a very cozy, warm, sweet hug of like graham crackers. Literally, you guys. It's very, very light. It doesn't last at all. It doesn't last. That is the only downside about this perfume, that I have to like keep on spraying and spraying and spraying. It doesn't last at all, but it's still such a great one, especially for bedtime. I notice that whenever I wear this perfume for bed, it puts me to sleep. I don't know what sorcery, what mystery is in here, but it always puts me to sleep. Very nice and cozy fragrance for the fall. Definitely check this one out, and it's a great one to layer as well. This next fragrance is one that is another one that's new to my collection, and it is Lait de Biscuit by Chabad. This fragrance, you guys, literally has 3 notes. I believe they're biscuit, caramel, and vanilla. Now, this perfume, you guys, is so light. So light. This reminds me of something that I had like a year ago. I ordered it from Amazon. I'll insert a picture here. I think it's called Vanille Caramel, something like that. It was very, very light, but surprisingly, that little thing packed a punch, you guys, because it got me compliments every time. Now, this one doesn't last. Like, you literally need to throw this in your bag in order to like reapply and make it last a good like 2 hours, because this is so light. So light, but it's so pleasant. It's such a pleasant smell. It literally reminds me of like butter cookies. You know those cookies that always came in like that navy blue container, and then after we were done with the cookies, our like grandparents would like fill it up with like sewing things. I'll insert a picture here so you guys know what I'm talking about. This fragrance smells like those cookies, literally. Very light, very buttery, a little bit sweet, not too sweet, very fluffy and airy. This is another one that's great to layer, but like I said, it doesn't last at all. Okay, like just throw this in your bag and spray away, girl, because this does not last, unfortunately. It's something really nice to have. I even feel like this is a really nice gourmand for the summertime, because it's not cloying, it's not intoxicating, it's not heavy at all. So definitely check it out. And this is Chabad Lait de Biscuit. The next one up is a little gem that I found at Marshall's. Actually, one of my subscribers here on YouTube and one of my followers on Instagram suggested for me to buy this one. So you know who you are. I don't know your name. I don't know. I know you cook. You cook and you watch my videos and you watch my mukbangs in the past, and you cook delicious real food. You know what I'm talking about. So if you're watching this, shout out to you, girl. So she told me about this one, and this is Modern Memory Brazilian Summertime. I found this at Marshall's for $14.99, you guys, and this is a dupe for Sol de Janeiro's Cheirosa 62. If you find this, if you see this at Marshall's, pick it up because it smells just like it. I don't know if it's Cheirosa 62 or one of the other ones. I don't know, just the really sweet caramelly one. So this has notes of summer, suntans, praline, salty caramel, pistachio, almonds, and vanilla. Delicious, you guys. Delicious for 15 bucks, you guys. You cannot go wrong. This is so good. I would just throw this in my bag and go. Spray it in the air, spray it in your office, spray it in the bathroom. You can't go wrong with this one. It is so good and cheap. Like Sol de Janeiro's little bottles are like what, 30 something dollars. This is half the price, 15. Okay, 15 bucks. And it is sweet, it is delicious, it is nutty, it is warm, it's salty. It's Cheirosa 62. It has to be so good. And this is one that I love to use for layering. Amazing little find from Marshall, you guys. So if you see this at Marshall's, please pick it up. Just pick it up, okay? Another little gemmers that I find, and I'm so excited about this one because I think out of all of the new ones that I got, this is my favorite. No, I'm lying. I think Panettone is my favorite, but this is so good, you guys. Like, I'm gonna put you on, okay? Marshall's, okay? And this is Miim Miic number 62, okay? This is literally a tray of like cookies, okay? Fresh out the oven, warm and hot and bready and sweet and coconutty and gourmandy. Like, you could just pick it up and taste it, okay? This is amazing. Now, I feel that if you spray this on its own, like you will literally be a walking cookie. Literally, too literal, okay? So this definitely needs to be layered with something more perfumey. I mean, at least that's what I plan to do. But on its own, like, you can wear this on its own for bed. You can wear this on its own just to be in the house. I mean, if you want to smell like a walking cookie, go ahead and wear it on its own. But me, personally, I would definitely have to layer this with something more perfumey, okay? Because this is just too gourmand, like too gourmand. I'll read you guys the notes though. So this is supposed to be like an oil concentration. It really is. So it has notes of, so this one has a blend of coconut gourmand. I don't know exactly what else it has in here, but this smells like coconut and cookies, okay? Coconut and cookies is so good. It's so good. Like, pair this with Christmas cookies. It actually reminds me a lot of Christmas cookies, but more intense, more concentrated. This is so good. If you find it again, you guys, the number 62. They have a whole bunch of different numbers, but number 62, that's the one you need for the fall. All of my gourmand lovers out there, this is the one that you need, okay? You're welcome. Last but definitely not least is my honorary mention, which I did not really want to mention it here just because I don't think it's a full gourmand, but it is a gourmand. And it's another new that I added to my collection and I found at Marshall's. This one is called, this is by The Good Scent, and it's called Spellbound. You guys, this is so good. This is so good. Let me read the notes. So it has top notes of juicy apricot, plum nectar, wild lily, rosemary, mid notes of blooming jasmine, warm amber, and base notes of toasted tonka bean and caramel glaze. Yes. Okay. Now this, I want to describe it as a fresh, fruity, sweet, juicy gourmand because it's definitely a gourmand, and the gourmand shines once all those sweet, fruity notes just like wash away. You're left with this caramelized, sweet, delicious, bready type of like donut. So amazing. It's so good. And for $14.99, you guys, this is another one that if you see at Marshall's, please pick it up. Just pick it up. You can't go wrong. This is so good. Like, I'm trying my best to describe it as best as I can. So it's just like a bunch of fruits, like very fruity, very fresh, very juicy. So this is how I'm going to describe it, okay? So just think of like a really big donut, a glazed donut, okay? With like caramel drizzle over top. But then it's like stuffed with like fruits. Really sweet, fresh, juicy fruits. There you go. That's this right here. Because it's just both. It's both fresh, sweet, fruity, and juicy, but it's still a gourmand. It still has that bready, edible, gourmand feel to it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Just pick it up, okay? Spellbound by The Good Scent. Found it at Marshall's, you guys. That is all for this video, you guys. I hope you liked my 10 picks with my honorary mentions. Comment down below, what are your warm, sweet, delicious, edible, cozy, gourmand perfumes that you will be rocking for this season? Let me know, put me on, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.